Hi guys, here with your second geography lesson for this week. Today, can I represent contour lines and show the height of land? So just to recap from what we did last lesson, we demonstrated last lesson how contour lines show where areas of land are the same height above sea level. So contour lines, if you follow them, will generally connect together to show lots of areas that are all the same height. We also explained that if you look on a map and you see lots of contour lines really close together, it's going to be a really steep slope. The further apart they are, the more shallow that slope will be. And I know last lesson I said if I was going to go for a walk and walk to the top of the hill in the picture, I'd go up the shallow slope because I wouldn't need specialist equipment. I would just be able to take a bag with my sandwiches in it, a decent pair of walking shoes, and maybe a bottle of water in case I get thirsty. If I go up the steep slope, I'm going to need mountaineering equipment and rope and all that kind of stuff. And it's heavy and I don't really want to carry it, if I'm perfectly honest. I would much rather take a little bit longer walking up a shallow slope to enjoy the view at the top. So your task, what we set you last lesson, was to match the hills on the left to their contour lines on the right. So if you haven't got last lesson's work with you, go and get it now. Pause here to do that. Okay, got your work? Ready to check your answers? Okay, so number one goes with E. So if we look here, we've got two peaks here. One is higher than the other. So there should be more contour lines to show that this one is higher than this one. And I did tell you, don't trust what I'd written because 1 and A definitely didn't go together. 2 and F didn't go together either. 2 is I. So again, we've got two peaks, but they're the same height. So we don't need extra contour lines to show that one is higher than the other. Question 3 goes with A. Sorry, number 3 goes with A. We've got a sort of almost sweet-shaped piece of land with a very flat top to it. So it's got quite a big area that's all the same height. So number 3 goes with image A. Now, number 4. What did you put for number 4? Because there's 2 or 3 that have got 3 peaks on them, but there's only one that's the right answer. If you put F, well done. The clue here is the extra contour line in the middle, which shows that this middle part is higher than the 2 peaks either side of it. Question 5, we've got 2 peaks on this one, roughly the same height. That goes with G. So we've got quite steep sides here. So the contour lines are closer together. And then we have our 2 peaks on the top. So 6 goes with H. So we've got quite a uniform, steady slope. So the contour lines are roughly the same distance apart and a nice, sensible top. Number 7 goes with B. So we've got lots of peaks in this one. And again, you've got lots of peaks here. You've got steep sides. You've got the contour lines close together. Number 8 goes with J. So we've got 2 peaks, 2 high peaks at the top and 1 lower peak in the middle. So we've got that one here. Number 9 goes with C. Now, number 9 is a real jumble of contour lines. We've got really steep sides here, which you can see here. We've got 2 peaks that are about the same height, which are shown. Those 2 peaks there are shown there. Got one in the middle, it's lower down, another one here, and then we've got more steep sides going off. Number 10 goes with D. So we've got quite a uniform, gradual slope. So we don't need lots of contour lines all bunched together. So what I want you to have a go with here. Here are 5 contour maps of hills. Can you draw what that hill might look like? Now, you might want to go back and have a look at the last bit we've just talked through, so the answers from last lesson. Have a look at how the contour maps line up with the profile. So you're going to draw the side of that hill the same as we did on the last one. Pause the video here to have a go at this. Okay, ready? How did you get on? Did you find it easy? Did you find it difficult? If you found it difficult, go back, have a look at how we interpret the grid, the contour lines, what they look like. So when we stand them up and put them into a profile, so we can start seeing the relationship between how close the lines are together as to how steep something is and how different areas have got different heights. So we'll go through the answers for this one now. So number one will look something like this. So we've got really shallow sides on this one. The contour lines are a long way apart. And then we've got two peaks that are roughly the same height. So we've got that shown here. Number two is a nice shallow sloped one peaked hill, sort of mountain profile almost. Number three, we've got shallow side here, and then we've got really close together contour lines here, which tells us it's really steep. So this is what I was saying about when we were looking at the other map. I wouldn't want to try and walk up this side. I would much rather walk up this side and enjoy the walk than have to be climbing with ropes and clips and all sorts of other equipment to bring up with me. Number four, I've got a big flat top on this one. And again, the contour lines are a long way apart. So they're a nice, slow, gradual climb up to the top. This one looks a little bit like Uluru in Australia. It's a very famous rock, or used to be called, no, I can't remember what it used to be called, but its proper name is Uluru. It was renamed. So if you can find out what the original name of Uluru was before it was given its tribal name back, put it on your work, you'll get an extra brownie point for it. So well done. Number five, we've got three peaks on this one. So it should look something like this. So hopefully you're starting to see how the contour lines show us what the ground looks like. And it'll help us in making our decisions when we're going for a walk. If we want to see if something's really steep or if it's really shallow, and we'll know how difficult or easy it is going to be to walk up it. So your final task. Here is a map of the area around school. Can you find TLAP? Now, the initials for this one, because we're an academy, is ACAD, A-C-A-D. Can you work out where you live? And can you find contour lines to see how high Slough is above sea level? I would set you a challenge. Unfortunately, we don't have enough grid references on it. I was going to say, could you give me the six-figure grid reference for where you live and where school is? Unfortunately, we don't appear to have enough information on here, but we'll have a look. So we're looking for eastings and northings, and I think, wow, we've got one here, 81 and 80, 79, there is enough information, and 78 there. And then we've got 99, 00, 01, and 02. So if you want a challenge, can you give me a six-figure grid reference for school? Can you give me a six-figure grid reference for where you live? So if you want the challenge, have a go with those. But what you're looking for is finding TLAP, working out where you live, and find a contour line to show how high Slough is above sea level. Good luck. Make sure you put your work on Tapestry once it's finished, and we'll see you guys again back in class very soon.